A data science tale. When Pixel and Data met. Once upon a time, in a tiny town where all the houses were painted the colors of the rainbow, there lived a curious little robot named Pixel. Pixel was no ordinary robot. He had a heart made of circuits and a mind full of questions. Every day, Pixel wandered through the town, amazed by the wonderful things he saw. One sunny morning, Pixel saw something strange on the ground. It was a shiny silver box with glowing buttons. What is this? Pixel wondered. Unexpectedly, the box sprang to life and a friendly voice came from its speakers. Access granted. The box tilted and came to life. A tiny yellow robot popped out. It had little arms, little legs, and a big bright smile. Pixel gasped, startled, and dropped the box to the ground. He quickly raised his hands to his face, peeking through his fingers as he watched carefully. The mysterious genie floated gently in the air, making soft, magical sounds. Hello, the tiny figure chirped. My name is Data. It's spelled D-A-T-A. I'm a magical robot. I can change my size, and I'm super fast. Pixel slowly began calming down. His fear faded as curiosity took its place. Tilting his head, he said, I think I know you. Are you a genie in a bottle, except in a box this time? Do I get 3 wishes? Not quite right, Data replied, but I have something even better, Data added. He floated a little higher. Give me just a little bit and bite of your time, and I'll show you how to solve mysteries that no one else can. Pixel smiled. I'm a robot too, and I love solving problems. Data nodded. I can tell. You ask great questions. Pixel said, I just want to understand how things work. Data smiled. That's how it starts. Good problem solvers don't guess, Data said. They follow steps, like detectives. Pixel's eyes lit up. Detectives? Data nodded. Yes, like detectives. First, they ask questions. Then, they collect clues. Pixel imagined carrying a huge pile of clues. Whoa, that's too many, he said. I only want the helpful ones. Data smiled. Exactly. That step is called analyzing. It means picking the clues that help. Pixel asked, how do I know? Data said, helpful clues tell part of the story. The rest is just extra. When clues work together, Data added, we find patterns. Patterns help us understand the full story. Data floated a little higher and pointed to himself with pride. And today, people use machines to help with this. Machines can look at many clues all at once. That's what makes it super fast. Data and Pixel smiled proudly at their ability to do things faster. Data floated closer. All these clues have a name. We call them Data. Pixel blinked. Data? Like you. Data laughed. Not me. Data means pieces of information. Pixel repeated, patterns help us understand the full story. Pixel gasped. Oh, and then we tell people. Data nodded. Yes, we share what we learn. Pixel smiled. You're right, it's like being a detective. Data said. This is called data science. Pixel grinned. I want to do that too. Data smiled. I'll teach you. Now, let's put all of this together to understand the steps of data science again. 1. Understanding the problem. 2. Asking the right questions. 3. Gathering clues. 4. Finding hidden patterns. 5. Sharing the story. He pointed ahead. But first, you need to learn the tools. A glowing path appeared in front of them. Let's begin, Data said. The sunflower garden. Measuring. Following the glowing path, Pixel and Data reached a sunflower garden. Tall yellow flowers stretched up to the sky. Data pointed. Our first tool is measuring. Measuring helps us describe things using numbers. It helps us know things exactly. Pixel looked around. They all look tall to me. Data smiled. Let's measure and find out. Small measuring arms popped out of Data, and he handed one to Pixel to use. They measured one short flower, then a very tall one. Pixel looked up. Whoa, this one is taller. Data nodded. Now we know for sure. Pixel grinned. Measuring helps us find the tallest. Suddenly, a soft glow appeared in the sky. A shiny badge floated down into Pixel's hands. My first badge, Pixel said happily. Data smiled. You earned it. The glowing path lit up again. Pixel and Data followed it, ready for the next tool. The Grand Festival, counting. Following the glowing path, Pixel and Data saw a big striped tent. A circus, Pixel said excitedly. They followed the path to a place full of balloons. Balloons floated everywhere. Data smiled. Now you will learn counting. Counting means giving each thing a number, he said. Pixel grinned. I love balloons. He pointed and counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He paused. 6, 7. He looked up and said, there are 7 balloons tied to one string. Data nodded. Great job. You counted carefully. Suddenly, a clown popped in and handed Pixel a balloon, then ran away. Pixel blinked. Huh. Pop. The balloon burst into a glowing badge. My second badge. Pixel cheered, doing a little dance. Data laughed. Well done, Pixel. The glowing path appeared again. Pixel and Data followed it, ready for the next adventure. The Marble Factory. Grouping. Pixel and Data followed the glowing path to a giant factory. Wow, Pixel said. Suddenly, crack. The ground broke open. They fell down. Thud. They landed in a dark room. Are you okay? Data asked. I think so, Pixel said. Click. The lights turned on. Marbles were everywhere, red, blue, green. Whoa, Pixel said. They're all mixed up. Data nodded. This is our next tool, grouping. Grouping means putting the same things together. Pixel smiled. Let's group by color. He grabbed some jars. Red here, blue here, green here. Suddenly, crash. A jar fell and marbles rolled everywhere. Pixel froze. I'm sorry. As the marbles settled, 3 red ones rolled back into the same jar. They both laughed. See, Data said. Even mistakes can still create groups. They tried again. This time, they worked slowly and carefully. Soon, all the marbles were sorted into the right jars. Pixel smiled. We did it. A glowing badge appeared and Pixel held it with both hands. My third badge, he said happily. Data nodded. Great job, Pixel. The glowing path appeared again. A door opened. Pixel and Data ran forward and jumped through, ready for the next tool. The laundry room, sorting. In a flash, Pixel and Data appeared in a messy room. Clothes were everywhere, floating, spinning, and piled up high. Whoa, Pixel said. Data smiled. This is our next tool, sorting. Pixel got excited. He grabbed a sock and put it on his head. Then a shirt, then a scarf. Sorting. Sorting, he said, spinning around. Data laughed. That's not sorting, that's spinning. Pixel stopped. Oh, Pixel took off the clothes and tried again. Data explained, sorting means putting things in order. Pixel nodded. Got it. Small, medium, big. He lined them up neatly. Socks together. Shirts in order. Pants in a row. Pixel stepped back and smiled. Now I'm sorting. Data nodded. Perfect. The glowing badge appeared. My next badge, Pixel said happily. The path lit up again. It led to a giant washing machine. Pixel looked at Data. Are we going in there? Data smiled. Looks like it. They stepped inside. Whoosh! The machine spun faster and faster, then pop. They landed in a new place. Town market, comparing. Pixel and Data landed in a busy town market. People walked around. Stalls were full of food and baskets. Wow, Pixel said. Data smiled. Your next tool is comparing. Comparing means looking at things side by side, he said. We see what is heavier or lighter. He gave Pixel a small rock and a basket of coins. Find things that are heavier than this rock, Data said. Pixel nodded. He picked up an apple. He felt the weight. Lighter, he said. Not a match. Next, he picked up a watermelon. Heavier, he said. That's one. He kept going. Heavier, lighter. When Pixel added the last correct item, the basket began to glow and turned into a shiny badge. Data appeared beside him, smiling proudly. Data turned to Pixel and said, "You earned every badge of the 5 main tools every data scientist needs: measuring, counting, grouping, sorting, and comparing." He paused, asked, "Are you ready for your first mission?" Pixel's eyes lit up. "Yes, I'm ready." The giant cookie machine, Pixel and Data zoomed to the town bakery. They had heard that someone there needed help. Inside, the baker was crying. "My giant cookie is gone," he said. Data nodded. "Don't worry, we'll help." They walked into the kitchen. Data looked at Pixel. "You lead." Pixel stood tall. "Got it. As data detectives, we follow 5 steps." Pixel said, "Step 1, we understand the problem. Who took the giant cookie?" Data said, "Good start." Pixel said, "Step 2, we ask the right questions." Data and Pixel went back. The baker. Pixel turned to the baker. He looked at the baker. "When did you last see the cookie?" Baker said, "Last night. I left it on the table." Pixel nodded. Pixel said, "Okay." Data said, "Nice question." Pixel and Data walked back into the kitchen and looked around carefully. Pixel said, "Step 3, let's look for clues." He suddenly stopped and pointed at the floor. Pixel said, "Wait, a footprint." Data leaned closer. Data said, "Can you compare it with your own?" Pixel placed his foot next to the footprint, then laughed. Pixel said, "Hee hee, that's mine." Data said, "Good check." Pixel smiled and said, "Comparing helps." Pixel kept searching and spotted crumbs on the place. Pixel said, "Crumbs." He started counting, then paused. Pixel said, "Counting isn't helping much." Data said, "Try another tool." Pixel nodded. Pixel said, "I'll try grouping." He measures the crumbs and then group them. Pixel said, "Big crumbs here, smaller ones here, tiny ones there." Data said, "Nice work." Pixel said, "Step 4, analyzing." Pixel leaned closer and followed the crumbs. Pixel said, "Now let's look for patterns." He pointed toward the back door. Pixel said, "The crumbs get smaller toward the back door." Data said, "You're onto something." Pixel paused, thinking, then smiled. Pixel said, "I see it." Pixel said, "The cookie was carried away and broken into smaller pieces." His eyes lit up. Pixel said, "Let me check for more clues." Pixel followed the trail to the corner near the back door. Pixel said, "There." They looked closely at the wall. Pixel said, "There's a hole." Pixel gently tapped the wall. S-Fex, crack. A piece of the wall broke open. From inside, the cookie was still there. The ants can eat just broken into big crumbs. Tiny ants were carrying them. Pixel laughed with excitement. Pixel said, "There it is." Data said, "You found it." Pixel said, "Now the last step, step 5, sharing the story." Pixel and Data ran back to the baker. Pixel said, "We solved it." He pointed proudly. Pixel said, "Now we share what we found." Pixel said, "The cookie is still here, but it's not one big cookie anymore." The baker looked confused. Baker said, "What do you mean?" Pixel said, "The ants broke it into pieces and carried it into the wall." Pixel pointed again. Pixel said, "So, the thief is ants." The baker blinked, then laughed. Baker said, "Ants." He smiled warmly. Baker said, "Then we just need to clean it up." He handed Pixel and Data some donuts. Pixel grinned happily. Pixel said, "Best mission ever." Data smiled proudly. Data said, "You followed all the steps. You are a true data detective." They left feeling happy but exhausted. Pixel's system let out a soft beep. I think I'm running out of batteries," he said. Data's circuits echoed the same gentle sound. "Me too," he replied. They sat down together to recharge. Pixel leaned back and said, "That was so satisfying. Data science is fun. Let's do it again." His eyes slowly dimmed as a tiny 7% flickered across his display. And so, their first adventure came to a gentle close. As the first light of morning stretched across the sky, Pixel and Data powered back on. They stood together on the hill, gazing down at the bustling town and endless possibilities waiting to be explored. Their data science adventure had only just begun. The Yendi.